Mm-mm. Are you guys there? Oh, hello.
Local governments can house patients with mild cases in so-called isolation facilities for now. The pilots are doing their best to spot each and every resident. Kung makikita ninyo sa aking paligid ay hindi pa rin humuhupa yung baha. Umabot yung level ng baha dito sa bubungang ito. Nagpapatuyo rin sila ng kanilang mga gamit. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.
Save time and shop online at the SMC Hub, San Miguel Corporation's e-commerce platform that delivers your groceries and more straight to your door. It's easy to order. Step 1. Choose your delivery location. Step 2. Check out your most trusted San Miguel quality products and add to cart. Step 3. Choose your payment method and check out. The SMC Hub delivers to anywhere in Metro Manila and to select municipalities in Cavite and Rizal. Same-day delivery is available Mondays to Saturdays if you place your order before 12 noon. Spend more time doing the things you love. Just hub it delivered. Visit us now at thehub.sanmiguel.com.ph. Your home made better with San Miguel.
Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, the Commission on Elections considers the 2022 polls a success, but a senator flags massive vote-buying reports. Administration allies, family members, and celebrities dominate the new Senate. Will lone opposition Senator Risa Hontiveros have allies in the minority? Senator Koko Pimentel joins us live. The Commission on Elections cites breakthroughs in the 2022 election, saying it may prove to be the fastest in transmitting election results and the highest voter turnout since the country adopted automated elections in 2010. 12 new and returning senators are set to be proclaimed this Wednesday, turning the Senate into a mix of mostly administration allies, family members, and celebrities. But who will emerge as part of the minority? Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Senator Koko Pimentel. Senator Pimentel, welcome back to The Source. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Good morning. Maayong buntag sa tanan, Pinky, and to all of our viewers.
Maayong buntag, sir. So I want to start discussing with you the recently concluded elections. In a tweet, you said that we denounce the massive vote buying which happened on election day. Can you tell us more about this?
Correct. When I voted in Cagayan de Oro City, and of course, I voted early. So after voting, my friends, my acquaintances had the chance to visit me and talk to me. So that was the report given to me. Massive vote buying, and upon returning to Manila, getting some calls, and then talking to some people. They also report to me massive vote buying.
Tell us more about this massive vote buying, Senator.
I think it has been perfected as a scientific way. There is a sample ballot with an attached bill or pera naka-attach, and then those who want to make sure even add some small printouts with their names. So it's a systematic way of doing vote buying already, Pinky.
But do you have any proof to back this up?
It's with them. It's with the people telling me. No one attempted to buy my vote kasi I vote in Cagayan de Oro City, but I fly in the day before, so wala pong nag-attempt bilhin ang boto ko, so I don't have proof with me, but people showed me some sample ballots, may mga tapos and small printouts with the candidates' names, and then there was even and the money. They showed me some bills, and then the total is a strange total. For example, 1,540 pesos. Why would it total to 1,540 pesos? So those who are doing it have a certain formula.
What would be the 1,500? I'm talking about the 40 pesos before. Bakit po may 40 pesos as you were mentioning a while ago?
That's why there seems to be a formula. So we have to first of all break through the secrecy, find out who the mastermind is and how it is being implemented. There must be a formula. Hindi ko alam, Pinky, because hindi naman ako yun.
Opo, pero I guess if somebody was showing you, that person could have told you why the amount was such. And my other question, my follow-up question to that, Senator, so they showed you in what form? Through a video, through photos? Ano pong kanilang ginawa?
Personal. They showed me. So, pero the version is in the other side of town, it could be a different amount.
Okay. The question, I guess, would be, Senator, would these witnesses be willing to come forward?
Yeah, that's the greatest challenge. If they will formalize everything, yun na nga. So executing an affidavit and also making sure that the bills stapled to the paper or to the sample ballot, that they did not use the money, so it's still the same bills by this time, at this time.
Because there was a briefing, the Comelec was saying that they cannot actually conduct an investigation into these alleged vote buying complaints since no one is willing to personally testify. I guess the point being, sir, is that if you allege through people you know that there was vote buying, can this actually move forward without any complainants?
Not the conviction, no, but the Comelec, being the body in charge of maintaining integrity in our elections, should investigate. Patawag sila ng witnesses, document as many cases as you can, or if you cannot document, maybe compile the reports so if you can see a pattern. So that they can use their imagination on, maybe they can propose some bills in the future on how to further, kasi bawal na po talagang vote buying, on how to further discourage or penalize vote buying, or by Comelec regulations, whatever they can think of. Pero ang pakiusap ko lang sa Comelec, there was really, I'm convinced there was massive vote buying. Kahit mag-form sila ng task force to investigate it. Ngayon, if no one is willing to formalize a complaint, then okay lang yun. There will be no charges, but the problem is being investigated so that patterns, systems can be pinpointed or discovered and then announced to the public na ganito po ang nangyayari. Para pwede namang in the next election magwardyahan na yung mga kandidato, lalo na yung mga in principle do not really want to engage in vote buying.
And these stories, Senator, of people telling you of vote buying, this was to benefit whom? Is it a particular candidate or is it a number of candidates?
Yun ang hindi ko alam kasi there was a sample ballot. So sample ballot would contain many names, but I do not know if there's a system to push one name, one candidate. So maybe when the Comelec launches an investigation, they can invite people to safely narrate or tell us how it is done. Maybe some by promising them that their identities will be kept secret. So pwedeng ganon. So that we will know how it is done, ano yung methods. There must be there must be a scientific system in place, a network where the money is attached to the paper or list, a sample ballot or a small leaflet, and then it reaches the ultimate voter. And then there must be a way that they are telling the voter that you have no choice except to vote this because we will know the result of your vote. Dapat hindi naman talaga malaman yun, but that is maybe the psychological message that they're giving the person who is receiving the sample ballot with attachment.
But allegations of vote buying are not new.
Yes.
However, of course, it is wrong, Senator. But is there anything different that you're seeing in the last elections in terms of alleged vote buying compared to previous elections? Meron ho bang pagkakaiba?
Tama ka, Pinky, it's not new. Paulit-ulit natin ito naririnig. But I think the amount is getting bigger, and if all sides or if two sides do this, then in effect we are reducing the election to a bidding war. Yan ang nangyayari. That's what I'm worried about. Ganun ang mangyayari. 1,500 or 1,540 is not a small amount. That's a big amount kasi multiply mo yan by 100,000. Magkano na po yun?
So you want the Comelec to look into this and secure possible people who may testify. What about the Senate? You still have 3 years in the Senate. Is this something the senators should look into as well?
Well, if we want to do it as an institution, my point, Pinky, is we have a specialized agency to take care that our elections are honest. The votes of the people are their free choice, not a compensated choice. So kung hindi kikilos ang Comelec, maybe there will be some other senator who would want to be interested in this. Then we can hold the hearing about this. Pero ang point ko is we have organized government in such a way that there is already a specialized agency to over electoral matters. So tapos every 3 years sila nagiging busy. I mean, there will be a lull in their activities after this election. So they can probably form a task force to gather information about the massive vote buying
But
which tainted the 2022 elections. And then ano lang sila, fact finding lang po sila para
Opo.
tapos pag-aralan yung resulta.
Opo. But meron naman pong task force dyan on vote buying and vote selling within the Comelec. But you also, as a senator, you also have oversight functions, hindi ho ba? So why are you don't seem to be too hot, if I should call it that, into maybe getting support, or maybe you're probably not gonna get support from your senators to look into this? Ganun ho ba yun?
Hindi, I mean, we can do it. Pero sabi ko nga, we have organized the government in such a way that there is a specialized agency. So, pag sabihin ng specialized agency, ayaw namin, then we have to do it as the representatives of the people, because that is one ill. Isang sakit po yan eh. It's an ill of society. Kung if our elections are reduced to a bidding war, that's an ill. That's a serious ill. Pero I hope you get my point, Pinky, no, na meron tayong Comelec eh. Constitutional body pa nga yan, constitution pa nga ano yan. So this should be a matter which the Comelec should look into. But if ayaw nila, then we have this elected body, the Senate, which will do it, which will hopefully do it.
Just as a last question before I move on to another subject, Senator Koko, why did you use the word massive?
Because yun na nga, reports everywhere, Pinky. Kahit saan ka tumawag ngayon, may kausap ko kahapon sa ibang province naman. Nag-vote buying ba dyan? Oo, grabe. Tapos may another province, yung isa, Visayas yung province, Region 8 yung kausap ko, and then sa umaga kausap ko Region 10 naman, but different province, ganun din, vote buying. Actually, it goes beyond vote buying. May allegations pa nga, they cannot believe the results that maybe massive vote buying was engaged in to give factual basis for an computerized assisted fraud. Kaya yun ang dapat tignan natin eh. Kung gano'n ang mangyayari. Kung gano'n nga ang nangyari.
Assisted fraud. Okay, Senator, we need to take a very short break. We will be right back. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our guest today is Senator Koko Pimentel. Sir, just a follow-up on what you said before we went on a break. What is this systemized automated fraud?
Still to be investigated. I am not closing my mind to that possibility, but I need technical people to assist me, but we have to entertain that possibility that massive vote buying was engaged in order to provide factual basis for votes which may have been assured by the computerized way, the automated way of counting and summing up votes. That's a possibility, Pinky. I'm not stating it as a fact. That's why I will look for technical people to tell me if that possibility is a remote one or a very feasible or probable one.
So if I'm getting this right, Senator, you want to look into the possibility that nagkaroon o may dayaan doon po sa source code. Would that be correct, sir?
Program. Sige, gamitin na lang natin yung interchangeably source code means program, no? But dalawa kasi yan eh. Maraming programs yan eh. That machine has a program. Okay.
Yung machine na VCM.
Yeah, the VCM has a program.
Okay.
Yung nakikita natin kung saan pumapasok yung balota. Meron din nakasingit dyan na pinapasok dyan na SD card. Okay.
Opo.
The SD card also has files. They tell us technically the files are not programs, but aralin din dapat yung what do the files do? Can the files divert votes from X to Y? Okay, that's another one. And then the canvassing system na hindi na nakikita ng botante kasi nandun na yan sa municipal level, provincial level. Meron din pong programs yan kasi computerized system yan. Mga with monitor yan, desktop. So yan. Tignan ulit natin lahat yun. Kasi for example, I received a call yesterday sa one province, di ko naman nababanggitin, no? Na wipe out daw silang lahat. They could not believe the results. And ang feeling nila, the automated system assisted in the results, wiping them out. So tignan, kaya sabi ko nga, were there instances of changes in the machines? There were the machines replaced, were the SD cards all of a sudden replaced. So ido-document po nila lahat yun, and then we will find out whether or not what they thought of as the explanation for their loss is a possibility, or did it really cause their loss, or talagang talo lang from the ballots cast.
Okay, Senator Koko, I want to move on to the new set of senators that will be proclaimed on Wednesday. I just want to get your thoughts on the composition of the new Senate, all 24 of you. Ano ho ang inyong nakikitang galaw sa Senado?
Marami na gumagalaw. Except that, Pinky, I'm not so interested in all of these alliances that they're building, because I'm open to not belonging to the majority.
I did see on social media that you said that. So marami pong gumagalaw. When you mean maraming gumagalaw, ang ibig sabihin ho ba nun jockeying or getting positions, committee chairmanships, and number 2, kung sino po ang magiging Senate President, majority leader?
Forming the Senate majority. Kasi ganito naman yun. That's the instruction naman of the Constitution. The Senate must organize itself. The House must organize itself. So when you organize yourself, majority rule kami, so you form the majority. So when you form the majority, kailangan marami kang kausap, not less than 13 dapat kayo. Siguro you identify your commonalities. Why are you together as a majority? Because we have a very weak party system naman, Pinky. Very weak party system. We see people now winning as independents for the Senate, independent.
Yeah.
So they are a party to themselves already. So because of that, since you are together not because you belong to one party, you discuss why are we together, and if they find their common denominator, therefore they can now call themselves the majority, and then pursuant to the Constitution, organize the Senate. Elect your officers. Ganun naman po yun .
Opo, but somehow you do know, siguro due to analysis and some talks here and there, who will be part of the majority. Right now, are you more inclined? Do you think you will be part of the majority, or do you think you will be part of the minority? Because right now, ang lumalabas lang pong medyo malinaw ay si Senator Risa Hontiveros ang magiging minority. Kayo ho ba, where do you think you will be more comfortable in terms of values and principles?
Okay. Let me clarify this kasi when it comes to the Senate, we just look at the Senate. Actually, we do not wait for dictation from the president on who he wants to be the leader of the Senate. Hindi po, that is not part of the thinking, attitude, or culture of the Senate. So we limit ourselves to the Senate. Who do we want to be the Senate leader? So in that sense, the minority actually is not technically because you are opposition to the president, because the president of the Philippines is outside of the consideration on who the Senate president is. So in that sense, I'm flexible enough, to belong to the majority or to the minority. But right now, I'm not really moving so that I will belong to the majority. Yung mga galaw nila, sila na lang po. Sabi ko, hindi na muna ako sasama sa galaw ninyo.
Pero ang importante po dito would be the leadership, hindi po ba, ng Senado.
Correct.
May lumalabas na po na mga pangalan kung sino ang posibleng maging Senate President. The names Villar, Zubiri are coming out.
Marami
would
pa,
any of
marami
them-
pa. Kasi, ano ko to, because you can aspire, all of us can aspire to be Senate President. Ang tanong lang naman at the end of the day is, do we have
Numbers.
the numbers or not at least 13, no? Including yourself na, you must have 13. Then you will become Senate President. Ganun na po 'yun.
So who do you think has the numbers right now?
Wala, I cannot comment kasi sabi ko nga hindi ako nag-involve. I did not involve myself, or I will not involve myself in all of these movements to form the Senate majority. Because if I get left behind, sabi na, you will be left behind. Therefore, I will belong to the minority. Okay lang sa akin.
Okay, Senator Koko, we need to take another short break. We will be right back. And you're back on The Source. I just want to also ask you about this kasi nga po lumalabas na rin po online at marami na pong analysis dito. Marami nagbibigay ng kanilang mga reaksyon doon sa 3 sets of families will be making up 6 of the 24 senators Magina. The Villars, magkapatid. The Cayetanos, magkapatid. The Ejercito and Estrada. Anong inyong palagay dito? Tama ho ba ito? Or does this make you uncomfortable?
Number one, that's legal. Walang batas na bawal. And then number 2, concern natin kung basta't accurate yung basta't accurate ang resulta ng eleksyon, then that's the will of the people. Wala, kahit disagree ka na this should not happen or hindi competent yung isa, it's the people who will tell you na this should happen, and because we believe that the winning candidate is competent. Kaya nga ako, ang concern ko lang parati, as a Democrat or a believer in democratic processes, ang concern ko parati is the results must be accurate. Na yun talaga ang pinili ng taong bayan. That is my number one concern. And then policy change na lang po yan, an anti-dynasty law. But since wala pa, it has not passed. Therefore, as far as legality is concerned, that is allowed.
It is above board dahil nga po pinapayagan pa ngayon under the Constitution. Okay, Senator Koko Pimentel, sir, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras and we'll speak to you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Pinky.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.